Hey, Connor, what's going on? How are you? Doo-doo, how's it going? Welcome on in. Mason Books, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. We are just chilling here today. Buy me Fent, what's up? Like the name. God. Miss Chaos, welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Muddleman, hello, hello. Whoop. Hey guys, welcome on in. How's it going? Hey Radara, how's it going? Hey, Sam Watt, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing today? Katsu, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Voltron, welcome back in. How's work going? Oh, come on. Operator error over here. Hey, Quaj, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, guys, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm Darren with Mog's Palace. Right now, we're just kind of chilling. I just got in something that I enjoy greatly, which is Final Fantasy Brickheads. As you can see back there, I've got a big collection of them already, and these things are addicting, let me tell you. I didn't like Brickheads at first when I first saw them. I didn't really get the appeal. But I was in Arizona. Me and the girlfriend were on vacation, and we stopped by a Bricks and Minifigs. Now, mind you, this was before the whole debacle that's been going on with Reckless Ben. We stopped by a Bricks and Minifigs and actually saw, we're big Lord of the Rings fans. We saw the Frodo and got, so we went to Bricks and Minifigs looking for old Lord of the Rings Legos. We knew we weren't going to find any, but we stopped by there to just on the off chance, and it was fun. So we stop in there, we find the Frodo and Gollum brick heads, right? Pick those up. I'm the Lego builder in the relationship. She likes having them, but I'm the one that puts everything together, of course. Woe is me. So I put them together and actually realized that brickheads are fun little builds, right? And as you can probably guess, I'm a huge Final Fantasy nerd. Like I assume you guys are too, since you're here watching me build a Lego Final Fantasy minifigure. But anyways, I did some searching because in my heart of hearts, I wish nothing more than there to be Final Fantasy Legos. As unlikely as that is to ever happen, there are some alternatives. Hey, Damiassel, good afternoon. So I was able to find some alternatives. So there is, if you're a Lego fan and you're a Final Fantasy fan, there is few spots of hope. Pokemon cards? No. Sorry, ain't that channel. Worth asking though. Thanks, my man. What a weird question to ask. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to get up in arms about it, right? Someone stopped in, they said hi, they asked the question fairly. They didn't get up in arms about it, obviously. But it is just kind of one of those things where it's like, man, you know, you try to pick the best name for a stream, kind of explain exactly what's going to be going on. And you're still going to get people asking for Pokemon cards, or at least if you're going to ask me about Final Fantasy Magic cards, I would understand. I would get that. Um, I do collect a few Final Fantasy. Well, I'm working on. Oh, let me fix this real quick. Hey, Chad, good morning or afternoon, whatever it is for you. As I was saying, I don't really understand why people pop in asking for Pokemon cards. If you popped in and asked me for Final Fantasy cards or Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards, I would get that. You know, that's in my wheelhouse. I do collect those to a small degree. Hey, Junisphere, how's it going? Uh, but I just don't know why someone would think I would be in the business of selling Pokemon cards. It's not really my. I liked Pokemon cards. Don't get me wrong. Back when I was a kid, I played the hell out of Pokemon. Uh, again, it's just kind of odd place to ask me that question. But hey, I'm always happy people stop in, no matter what they're looking for. You know, I appreciate it. I appreciate each of you that comes and hangs out and talks Final Fantasy with me. It's a good time. We'll be doing this fairly frequently. I am starting up a business, Mog's Palace, if you can believe that. Going to be importing a lot of stuff from Japan, help you guys with your Final Fantasy collections. You know, for those of you just starting out, or those of you, hey, Wizard Trading Post, how's it going? Good afternoon. Helping you guys kind of flesh out those Final Fantasy collections and other JRPGs too. You know, we're going to spread out a little bit, keeping very JRPG focused though, trying to keep the message strong. Trying to keep the message strong that we are a very nostalgia based uh, JRPG shop. You know, a lot of the stuff that we loved growing up. If you're a old head like me, getting older by the day, I am actually the oldest today that I've ever been, if you can believe that. But for us old heads who grew up with, you know, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, N64 for all the JRPGs it didn't have. Um, but for those of us, you know, getting that nostalgia hit really helps. It gets you through the day, you know. Us millennials are part of a bit of a, I guess you could say, a downtrodden generation. So, you know, we're all looking for nostalgia where we can find it. And luckily, Square Enix is doing a fairly decent job of providing that, at least for me. You know, I hope they are for you guys too. And I hope if they haven't yet, that you guys check out the shop, you pick something up and let yourself get hit with that dopamine, just like I've been. Hey, Jan Lott, how's it going? Welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Darren from Mog's Palace. Business of collectors, for collectors, by collectors, so on and so forth. Trying to spread Final Fantasy knowledge to the masses. A free crisp high five to whoever can guess what character this is going to be. Hey, Cybertron Kingdom. Oh, Transformers? Very nice. That's what I'm assuming you got your name from, right? Did something wrong. What did I do? Oh, I think I know. There. That's better. Hey, Baronord. Hey, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Alex Gogo, how's it going? Marcus Brick, how's it going? Welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having yourself a good day. You at work or are you off today? I always prefer that my viewers be on company time to really stick it to the man. Hey, Poppy King, Dead Roach, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. So, well, welcome on in. Hey, Mind Trip, what's going on? Welcome on in. Me? Not too much, just chilling. Got the day off work, doing some Lego shit. What about you? Relax and hell yeah, dude. Kicking it back on a Thursday is the way to be. So you a Final Fantasy guy? That why you here? Hell yeah, man. What's your favorite? 7 and 9? Yeah, that's that good stuff, dude. That PS1 era. Mm. Hey, Aridel, welcome on in. Yeah, dude, I grew up with primarily 7, 8 tactics as well. Those are the ones my uncle had growing up. So that's the ones I had as PS1. Chrono Trigger, definitely another big one for me too. You know, I never got too into 9. My best buddy, 9 is his absolute favorite though, so I respect it. It just didn't really do it for me, you know. I played it, but it was just, you mean like too hard to beat for 10? Because 10, it's a beast of a game. I will say though, that sphere grid is the most satisfying level up system. The sphere grid is the most, like I said, best level up system in any game. Yeah, yeah, and that's why my buddy loves 9 so much. He loves the characters and stuff. Like I said, I would never say it's a bad game. Maybe it's just because I didn't play 9 until a couple years ago, so I didn't grow up with it. I played it much later. Tried to get the platinum trophy, and then ran into the jump rope mini game, which is absolute bullshit. But hey, what are you gonna do? Nothing to be done. Maybe I'll give it another crack at some point, but I'm not exactly looking forward to it. All that is to say, I think it's an okay game. It also too, it probably helps if you grew up with like the old final, because obviously, I'm sure I know that 10 was really designed to pay homage to the older original, like first 5, 6 Final Fantasy games with its fantasy setting. So I'm sure if you actually grew up on those ones, and then 9 came out, I'm sure you'd love it that much more. I didn't play any of the ones before 7 until the Pixel remasters came out, and then I played the shit out of all of them back to back. Phenomenal experience. Highly recommend it to any fan who, if you haven't touched the Pixel remasters, get it. It is so cool, man. Absolutely amazing. It's so cool to just be able to not only play the games, But to play the games in an order that you get to see the series evolve, like, yeah, is Final Fantasy 1 a little rough? Sure. 2, does it have its downsides? Yeah, of course. But it's really cool to just kind of see how like the systems improve on one another, and how it builds to the Final Fantasy we know and love today, and that we have. Uh, Again, if you haven't played them, highly recommend it. It's pricey, but for the amount of games you get, I mean, it's actually not that bad. Wouldn't be surprised in their own way. Yeah, yeah. Like, it's really cool just to see them build from one system to another, see how the battle system changes, see how even like the story and the plot kind of evolves over time. I think that was really, really cool. Definitely enjoyed it a shit ton to play that those remasters. But anyway, Mind Trip, I should probably tell you what I'm all about, huh? Well, I am Darren from Mog's Palace. Obviously, as we can tell, big Final Fantasy fan. And in an effort to not be slaving away at a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, I am starting up I guess you could call it a figure importing business. I don't know. Me and the girlfriend, we started collecting, Seven Remake, dude. Oh my God. Rebirth is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I get why people, don't like it, but whatever. Um, but anyway, yeah, me and the girlfriend were big Final Fantasy collectors. I've learned a lot in us building our collection about, especially how to source things, find things, really, really cool stuff. And I've also learned that it is not the easiest thing in the world to do. So I'm kind of starting a bit of a business to be what I was hoping to find and didn't, which is a accessible way to get a lot of these figures and a lot of these collectibles for Final Fantasy, Near, Kingdom Hearts, a lot of JRPG franchises. Stizzy, welcome on in. Get a lot of the figures and collectibles from these franchises and get them over here, and being able to, hey, chat, how's it going? Being able to share them with like-minded fans of Final Fantasy, JRPGs in general, help others collect too, because I think it's awesome. Obviously, the interest in Final Fantasy is there. That's why the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering has blown up as big as it has. It's to help other like-minded people like me build up their collections, doing the hard work of finding this stuff and bringing it overseas so others don't have to. Hopefully, make some money doing it. Like I said, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 forever. So that's kind of also the part goal. Go. Yeah, for sure. Whatnot, when I first joined the platform, was kind of disappointing. I don't know what I expected. Judging, it was basically exactly what the commercials on YouTube make it sound like. Kind of a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a bit of a frantic mess, you could call it. That's what I would. So I kind of wanted this Whatnot channel to be a lot more chill than that. We're not doing dollar starts, giveies, blah, 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 explosions, super hype. It's going to be more of a chill place. So typically we're going to hang out here. We're going to talk about Final Fantasy and JRPGs. I'm going to show off anything anyone wants to see from my collection. And then, of course, I do have things in the shop, for purchase. But, make it more of a chill hangout than a high octane go go go. Like I said, you know I don't know. Like I said, Whatnot was both unfortunately shocking, but also it was exactly as it has been advertised on places like YouTube. There's just a lot of card scalpers, primarily Lego scalpers, scalpers of anything really. And I'm not saying everyone's a scalper, but I'm saying there is a higher concentration of scalpers than I would like to see from a platform. It's a shame. So we're going to do it different here. We're going to build something different. That's what I do want this to be too. I want this to be a community. eventually today, I should actually get on it after I finish streaming here. I'm going to make a bit of a tutorial video on YouTube, start off a Mog's Palace YouTube channel. Just to kind of, not really, I shouldn't say a history, but, I don't know if you've done any amount of Square Enix figure collecting, but it's kind of a lot to parse through. We all know Square Enix loves their sometimes pretty obtuse naming conventions. And with their figure lines, they definitely did a bit of that. So I'm going to kind of make a video that just kind of breaks down like, hey, what is Bring Arts? What is Play Arts? Play Arts Kai, Play Arts Shin, Adorable Arts? Like, what are they? Because I remember when Pretty's most beautiful characters in all video games. Who do you mean? Or do you just mean in general? Tifa Lockhart. Oh yeah, I've got the Tifa Lockhart Play Art Shin. Here she is for you. I got the Play Art Shin of Tifa coming. I think she comes out next month. Hey Jessica, welcome on in. Yeah, I think she comes out next month. So I've already got her pre-ordered, and yeah, super stoked. And the thing is, not only is she is absolutely stunning, but she is just a great character too. But yeah, she's pretty goated. Now, one thing with the set I realized earlier, and this is kind of what you get from AliExpress, they gave me eyes with no pupils. So luckily, they usually send an extra. So I have one there. I'm going to go try to dig out another one. Awesome. Got it. Yeah, Tifa collection. What do I have for her so far? Like I said, I've got her adorable arts there. I've got her card already in her spot where she's going to go. And kind of like what I've got over here, I have pretty much all of the Final Fantasy VII brick heads made up. So, of course, there she is, but there's the rest of the cast there, too. But yeah, yep, waiting on that play art shit. Oh, yeah, we also got the right down there. There she is, too. Hey, Freddie. At least I assume it's supposed to be Freddie. And welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Tifa, absolute goat. Uh, where'd you see them? Oh no, these prints are a bit of a different size. Well, what can you do? I probably have other spares somewhere else too. And you know what? Honestly, Kefka's enough of an unhinged maniac that it kind of actually brings that out. Hey, MJ Collectibles, welcome on in. Yeah, you know what? It kind of suits Kefka, so I'm fine with it. One of the brickheads? Yeah. They're all back there. I really like Red 13s. It's freaking adorable. Yeah, but that's the collection of them so far. And of course, all the ones back here, too. So have you been playing any Final Fantasy lately? And what did you think of the trailer reveals for uh, Revelations? I'm assuming you saw them. iPad? Nice. Never been an iPad gamer. I was playing replaying 10 actually, now that we talk about it. Before I kind of got deep, before I decided that I want to make Mog's Palace an actual thing, an actual business. And oh, dude, check them out. They look sick as hell. Absolutely sick. And they're not super spoilery like Square Enix likes to do sometimes. They're the correct amount of spoiler. And yeah, if you I'm beyond excited for it. Let's just put it that way. Like just are you a FromSoft guy, Mind Trip? Like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, that kind of stuff? No, too much. That's all right. Well, then the analogy I was going to use isn't going to mean anything to you, but yeah, the amount that just the quality and content jump between remake and rebirth is it's insane. I do recommend FromSoft's games, by the way. They're very, very good. Um, Too hard, that's all right. Hey, it's not for everyone. Uh, Not everything has to be for everyone, and I kind of appreciate that FromSoft sticks to that. You know what? Not everything has to be accessible by 100% of all people. Um, we get better games that way, I think. So, did you grow up with the PS1 JRPGs, or kind of what era was yours? I know you said obviously 9 and 7. Um, were you? Did you do a lot of like other like I'm talking like those deep cut games, Vagrant Story, Legend of Dragoon, Parasite Eve, like that kind of other category Square Enix JRPGs. Oh, and did you see the trailer for Final Fantasy Resonance? That's another one that I'm excited for. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, check out Final Fantasy Resonance trailers too. It's I don't know if you ever played Octopath Traveler or the Dragon Quest remakes, but it's Resonance is going to be that like 2D HD 2D 3D what yeah 2D HD I think they call it art style, and I'm pretty stoked for that. Octopath Traveler is well, both all of them are beautiful games. The Dragon Quest remakes are beautiful. So a Pixdon tie, welcome on in. Pix don't lie. I get it now. Yeah, but Resonance I'm very excited for as well. Check out the trailer. I mean, super cool stuff. I really wanna, man. I am just waiting for a Chrono Trigger 2D HD remaster. They got to remaster Chrono Trigger eventually, and I think that art style would do much better for it than actually. I don't want them to remake Chrono Trigger in full 3D. I don't think. I mean, I guess the art style could work. I mean, look at Dragon Quest is Kira Toriyama art too, brought into 3D, and that works fine enough. So I suppose you could argue that they could do it for Chrono Trigger. Question is, should they? And I would say no. I think that 2D HD 2D uh, would suit it much better. That's just me. All right. You a Six fan? Because if you're a Six fan, everyone loves a little bit of Kafka. And this has actually been pretty fun to build. I like his colors. A lot of differentiation there. It's cool. Keeps things interested. Helps feed the monkey brain. Hey guys, welcome on in. The Revelation trailer. Oh, dude, it looks so sick. The amount that they've built on the systems, like when you play Remake and then you play Rebirth, it feels like Remake was like it makes Remake feel like a tech demo. It really does. How much Rebirth just like blows it out of the water. Makes it feel like a tech demo. And by the looks of Revelations from these first reveal trailers, because if you haven't seen, there's the reveal trailer, but then they also have like a game system combat type trailer, narrated by Matt Mercer. Super cool. That shows off it shows off a lot of the systems, shows off Vincent and Sid's combat and stuff. Man, if it looks like Revelation might be as big of a jump from remake to rebirth, as big of a jump from rebirth as rebirth was from remake, and that excites me a lot. That I cannot wait. That's like a call and take PTO off work for a week kind of game. Jennifer, welcome back in. But yeah, dude, that game's gonna be sick. Yeah, you have to. I can't remember when Revelations comes out. It's next year, spring. Auto Tech, welcome on in. Yeah, maybe I'll just take PTO at work for a week. April of 2027. Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah, cannot freaking wait. Cannot wait. Wait a second. Something doesn't match up here. Hold on. Come out. There we go. Before I play it, I'm gonna have to go through remake. I know I'm gonna have to do a replay. I'm very close to platinuming Rebirth as well. I just have to kind of like hunker down and get through some of the grindier stuff. So I will get myself to do that before then. I guess I just have to hunker down and do it. I'm excited for more Zach too. Zach is my guy. And they say he's going to have a bigger role in Revelation than he did in Rebirth, which is good because in Rebirth, Zach fans like me probably a bit disappointed. They marketed the hell out of him. He's on the cover with Cloud and Sephiroth, and then they kind of blue balls us by, giving him not as big of a role as we were led to believe, in my opinion. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you're gonna have to finish it. You gotta. Now you have motivation. Turn that around here. Yeah, I won't spoil anything, but you got to find out, right? Ah, it's the thing with these AliExpress Legos, though. Sometimes they are very loose, other times they are extraordinarily tight. They only seem to be tight if you need to remove a piece to fix it, which is nice. But yeah, you'll have to get another PS5. You know, hopefully you can find one cheap enough, especially like secondhand. These days, I have no idea what they're going for. Oh yeah, absolutely heartbreaking. I played through the original 7 a couple, maybe like a month ago too. Kind of blazed through it pretty quick. Just I don't know, just wanted to mess around with it. Yeah, dude, heartbreaking stuff. Yeah, please finish Rebirth. If there's one thing I can beg of you, do it. Favorite game of all time, I think. At least it's in my top 3. You know, somewhere along those lines. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be crazy because once Revelation comes out, it's like, is there ever gonna be another Final Fantasy VII game? I mean, the real answer is, I hope there is, and I also hope there isn't. I would like for Revelation to be like the finale of everything Final Fantasy VII that's come before it, culminate it, tie it all together, definitively end it. But the reality is that Final Fantasy VII makes so much money. I don't know if Square would ever actually let it go. Who knows? Yeah, there's been rumors about remaking 9 for a long time, but nothing that's been officially announced at all. Just rumors and speculation. I think it'd be cool, especially for people who really, really do love 9. I know it's got a. I mean, I want an 8 remake, but I am pretty set on the idea that that will almost never ever happen. So, you know, hey Olivia, welcome on in. So for people who really do enjoy 9, I hope it does. I hope they do a remake. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd play it, and you know, maybe it'll give me a different appreciation for 9. All right, and there he is, the Mad Mage himself. Boom. And I got one more. And that's my haul for the day then. Except I do have one more thing that came today that I'm probably going to show off and stream later today. But I got this guy, and I am so, so stoked. I love, hey, Riot, welcome on in. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. Dirt Bro, welcome on in. Yeah, Tactics is great. So They released Bring Arts of Ramza, Delita, and Agrius, and I have all three coming. Ramza is just the first one to arrive. So, like I said, I'm going to do like a more official shop. This is kind of more of just a hangout session. I got these Legos in, and I was like, ah, what the hell? Why not? I love talking to people about Final Fantasy, so let's do it. Um, did you want to see the Zidane play our chin? I should have asked you that already. I got him right on the desk here. Or let me just make some room. He's a big guy. Just kind of make some room. Yeah, dude, he is a sick as hell figure. This isn't actually mine. I'll tell the truth. This is I got my best friend. He loves Nine. Absolutely loves Nine. So I actually got him this Zidane for his birthday. Um, I loaned him because I was like, well, I bought a Zidane to sell. Dude, yeah, no, it looks so good. I was like, hey, I bought a copy of Zidane for the shop for inventory. Can I borrow Zidane to, be able to show the figure off to people? So that's his little, hey, Bricksmith, welcome back in. That's kind of his little story there. So not mine, but I am thinking of getting myself one as well because he does look super, super sick. Again, you look at him and you're like, yeah, they really should remake Nine because he looks phenomenal. Um, Mind you, is there anyone else you want to see? I can, we're just sitting here shooting the shit. I can show you some figures if you want. Anybody, if they want to see anything in particular, let me know. What I do have available for sale is in the shop, and I, of course, can always show anyone anything they want to look at. While I put together our last character from this haul. Aerith and Dagger. I don't have Dagger, unfortunately. I do have an Aerith. I've got two Aeriths. Hang on. And honestly, that there is the centerpiece to my collection. Does not get better than that. Zach is Aerith's actual boyfriend. Anyone who disagrees can fight me. I will die on that hill. And how could you not? I mean, look at him. Lovely couple. Shame what happened to him. Real shame. Third favorite couple. Who are the first two? Okay. I can dig that. Those are solid choices. Do you have any Final Fantasy figures you've been collecting so far? I know you mentioned that those Bring Arts Final Fantasy 9 ones, man. Let me tell you, expensive to try to get a hold of. Hey, Supreme Leader Droid, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. You have Cloud's weapons, like life size scale? Are you talking about, or oh, just like smaller scale? Well, cool, very cool. Well, if you ever want a starting point for collecting, I strongly recommend either the Adorable Arts or the Bring Arts line. I can show you both if you want. Move these guys out of the way. So the Adorable Arts ones, they're these kind of guys here, chibi style. You know, I didn't think I would like them as much as I do when I first got them. My girlfriend loves like the cuter style, so she was bigger on it, but I actually like them quite a bit. I think they look pretty freaking cool. The amount of detail, and they do have like customization. They have like different arms you can swap out, different heads. Yeah. And then the Bring Arts ones are those are really cool too. So if you're looking for a place to start, that's probably what I would recommend. They're a lot cheaper and more accessible than the Play Arts Kai ones. The Play Arts Kai ones are super cool, don't get me wrong, but they take up a lot of space, which is kind of the thing we're running into right now, is that we're running out of shelf space pretty quick. A nice Tifa fig? Yeah, absolutely. Well, they are coming out with Play Art Shin Tifa. Obviously, it's a bit of a bank buster, but man, that figure looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Devil Wings Toys, welcome on in. Yeah, no, Play Art Shin Tifa. I'm definitely going to be showing her off once I get mine. I think she comes out next month or this coming month. Got her on pre-order already, so I'm locked and loaded, and I've already got her spot ready right next to Lightning and Kaine, the queens. Yeah, they've got adorable arts. Oh, I also have the Bring Arts Tifa's coming as well. I've got a lot. Lightning, another great one. Oh yeah, I've got the Shin of her too. Hold on. I will say I think Lightning is the most beautiful. She's not my favorite in my collection. I like Zach. I'm a Zach fan. I've got a Yuffie too that looks really good, but I would say objectively, Lightning is the best figure that we have. I got it for my girlfriend for Mother's Day, and it has that's Play Art Shin. Yeah, Yeah, I'd feel confident in saying objectively that Lightning is the best looking figure we have here. Because so far from Shin, we have Lightning and Cloud. Tifa will be coming once it releases. Noctis is on his way as well. And then there's Vincent, and I don't remember if Fran is released or if she's still coming. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. I believe she is yet to be released. I want to say she's coming out after Tifa. Fran's interesting. She's not like a goat character to me, but if we decide that we want to collect, we have Vincent coming as well. I forgot about that. So we have a lot more coming. And like I said, the big thing is that we are running out of space here. So we're going to have to figure something out, expand our shelf space or something. I don't know. Between the Final Fantasy figures and Lego sets, we are quickly running out of real estate. She looks like 12 inches. Yeah, it's a 1/6 scale figure. I think her adorable arts looks really cool too. I like it. Oh, looking for Lego pieces in a sea of Lego pieces. Come on. I know it's here somewhere. These Lego sets have only let me down twice. And it was a shame because it was on the same day back to back. But they're usually pretty good at their, well, Mind Trip, you saw before that it was a little quality control issue with Kefka's eyes. It happens sometimes, but usually, especially because these are so cheap, you usually can't complain too much. 250. Oh yeah, the shins are pretty expensive. Pretty very expensive. Speaking of lightning, we got this little one. Track that sucker down. I can't. There we go. Yeah, there's another one for because I believe that's the. I'm not big on Final Fantasy 13, but I believe that's the Lightning or Final Fantasy 13 2 Lightning. Is that right? Either way, they have a Lightning Returns play arts. I'm kind of trying to track down, but that one is very, very pricey. Old figure that just goes for a very premium price. But Lightning is one of the girlfriend's favorite Final Fantasy characters, so we have been. If I get to collect all the Zacks like I'm trying to, she is free to collect all of the Lightnings. I think that's fair, and it's all about fairness. So, Nadal, what's your favorite Final Fantasy? Hey, collect, play, repeat. Welcome back on in. How you doing? How's your day? How's sales? We're not. We're not to the point of sales yet. Right now, you know what? I'm having fun just kind of hanging out, talking Final Fantasy, nerding out with people. We've done some sales off of Whatnot for sure, but we're still growing quite a bit. Our limit, those days, hell yeah, yeah. We've getting a lot added to our inventory. Oh, hey, speaking of today, got in this son of a gun. Super stoked to crack him open. Probably going to do that later on tonight when I do like an actual stream, kind of trying to, I don't want to say push sales, but you know, little bit more official than the hangouts I've done today. Because there will be kind of two kinds of streams. Yeah, there will be the ones that I play salesmen. But then there's going to be ones like these where it's just kind of showing off stuff that people want to see. Doing my own thing. I can either build these Legos by myself in the quiet, or I can do it with other people to talk to, you know? Well, that's not right. I've got to get a better setup. The phone stand I have sucks pretty bad. You guys could see how I'm set up here. It is janky AF. So there's two trailers for Revelation. So just look them up. I mean, it might. They also have them in some places too as just an extended trailer. So there's a part of it that Matt Mercer narrates, and it's more of like a combat focus. So it shows off Vincent and Sid's combat and a lot of the other new combat stuff that's coming for it. So look for that one. Again, you might have watched one trailer that just had them both spliced together. But again, you would know because you'd hear Matt Mercer talking, and you'd see Vincent, and you'd see Sid. I don't think they've released any additional trailers since then, and there hasn't really been a reason to. I don't think there's been really other game shows since then for them to use for advertisement. Hey, Bilma, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Lauren, welcome back in. G Stomps, welcome back in. Josh Pogge, welcome back. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, JK Free, welcome on in.